Hi everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to build an intelligent log analyzer. So let's get started. First of all, we should new an project. We call this object intelligent log analyzer. The Go version is 1.25.7. Let's try this main function. Good. It works well. Let's go on. Let's see, what do you build? A CLI tool that parses logs files in various formats. For example, JSON, structured text, or something else. Identifies error patterns and anomalies. Summarizes log activity and trends. Suggests actions based on detected issues. Generates alerts for critical problems. The prerequisites is your Go version must be greater than 1.21 and an RRM API key, OpenAI, Anthropic, or something else. A sample log file is for analysis. Then we have finished the project setup. Then we should install the library LangChainGo. Use this command: go get github.com tmc LangChainGo. Use this. Now we successfully added this library. I put this all configs in a config example, the YAML file. Then we can read these configs from this file. So we need build a struct to parse this configs. Struct config. App config. Endpoint is the RLM URL. Then we should fill these fields: API key and model. Then we define an RIM config field. Then we define a loaded config function. It reads the config path, then returns an app config. We use os.read file function. Pass the variable config path. Return a data. Its type is byte array, byte slice, and we use wire.unmarshal function to unmarshal it and to resolve this data to config variable, then return this. So after we load the config, then we test whether it works. Oh, oops. Go summary entry for module providing package. Go package.in one row. So we should run this command for mod tidy. Done. Configuration loaded successfully. Endpoint model. Yeah, the API key is sensitive, so we don't see it. So I don't put this in this terminal. After finish the basic configuration loading, then we should define the core log analyzer structure. We new a model .go file. First structure is log entry. It has these fields: timestamp, time.time, level describes the log level. Message is the log message. Source describes the log source. Raw stands for the entire log. We add JSON tag. Done. For saving time, I paste these structures on this file. Let's see these structures. Log analysis. It's a structure which describes the log matrix, total entries, error count, warning count, top arrows, time range, recommendations, anomalies. The error pattern describes the error pattern log. It includes pattern count example. Time range describes the time range. Anomaly describes the log's severity. But the core structure is log analyzer. It includes a field called LRM. LRM, its type is from LangChainGo's LRM's package. Then we define log analyzer's structure function. Font new log analyzer, but we should pass the variable config. App config, right? Then we should use this function, OpenAI, the new then we should use OpenAI with function with an endpoint. No, oops. Okay, with endpoint. Use this function with base URL. Then we should pass the variable config dot rm config dot endpoint, and with token config dot rm config dot API key, and with model, right? The assistant helped me to fill this. Then we return rm arrow if arrow not equals nil, we should return nil and fmt dot arrow. Now we should change this return variables. Now we should return log analyzer. Analyzer pass LLM and neo, right? Then we define a method called analyze logs. This method is mainly used to analyze the logs and find the error patterns and use AI for deeper analysis. So if interest length equals 0, then we return the empty log analysis. If not, we'll build a log analysis pointer. Total entries is entries length timestamp. We build times range starting as entries 0 index dot timestamp, and is arrows length entries -1 index dot timestamp. Then we count by level. So we change this definition, use var. Then we traverse these entries. If the interest level is error or fatal, then we plus the analysis error count. Then we append the error message. If it is war or warning, we plus the warning count by 1. Before we use AI for deeper analysis, we should use find arrow patterns by regex. We traverse these messages. We find the pattern. We use here regex. Find the error message pattern. Replace all string XSX UUID, email. Use these regex pointer. Then we plus the patterns slice plus 1. If the patterns examples equals empty string, then we put the message into it and sort it by frequency. We traverse pattern counts and put the KV structure into it. Then we use sort data slice function and sort this slice desk. Finally, we traverse sorted slice if the index greater or equal is greater or equals 10, and we break this circuit. Then we append error pattern. After we find error patterns, we use AI for deeper analysis. Prepare a sample of entries for AI analysis. If the entry's length is less than sample size, we change the variable sample size equal entry's length. So the sample is the last n entries. We define the prompt template here. You are an expert system administrator analyzing application logs based on the log data provided. Identify anomalies, unusual patterns, spikes, or unexpected behaviors. Recommendations, specific actions to improve system reliability. Critical issues, problems requiring immediate attention. So the log summary is total entries, data total entries, arrows data arrow count, warnings data warning count, times range data time range. Top arrow patterns is traverse the top arrows. Resend a log sample and responding in JSON format. So we fill this params by these variables. Here we generate the prompt by these parameters. Then we use LangChainGo's generate content method. Here we pass the parameter. Chat message type is human. Also human. Chat messages type is sorted by OpenAI. There are AI, human, system, generic function, or tool. Then we unmarshal these this response into AI result. Recommendations. Then we get anomalies and recommendations. And finally, we define analyze file function above the main function. It uses analyzer's parse log file method. Parse log file method is used to parse the log file by regex. This function resolves the logs according its log pattern, JSON or structured patterns or something else. Then we use analyze logs method. Analyze max method is what I said. It uses AI to do this. Then we print a report. Report is summary, total entries, errors, warnings, time range, and detected anomalies, recommendations. Let's prepare a sample log. Sample log is here, just for test. Then we see this main function. These are command line parameters. The file is used to stands for the log name, log file name, and output file name, and whether the process watches the file changes. Let's run this. Oh, go multi-tidy, do this. Config /example.yml, no such file or directory. Oh, maybe the suffix is wrong. It's yml, right? Analyzing sample.log. Yeah, analysis failed. Formatting prompts. Template execution failed. Template executing templates. Data pattern can evaluate field padding type main error pattern. Oh, here. The Go template discriminates the case, the uppercase or lowercase strictly, so we should use the uppercase. It's field name. The upper P, the upper C. In capital, we must use the capital letter. So we see this result printed by the analyzer. Total entries 10, errors 5. Errors 5, warning 1. But errors is 4. Oh, must be wrong. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5. Top error patterns, database timeout after X seconds. detected anomalies, recommendations. Alright. Pretty cool, huh?